This is Clix on the Barbie. Join us as we talk about Clix in Australia, current heroclix happenings, and a dash of meta. Welcome to Clix on the Barbie, episode 22. I'm Ben Jones, and with me I have Raphael Souza.
Hello.
And also Chris Rizzi.
Moss.
How are you now?
In this episode, we're going to do a good, the bad, and ugly for the week. We're going to look at some heroclix we've played, or maybe teams we're going to be playing soon. We will also be having a segment called All I Want for Chris.
Moss.
This, looking back at pieces from this year, which have been really good. And we will have a couple of questions from Malcolm Rush. So let's turn on the gas, light the Barbie, and let's talk some clicks. Okay, well, as we head into this last few days before Christmas, how has everyone's week been? Let's start with Raph. What's your good, the bad, and ugly from this last week?
Can I start the episode going off topic already?
Why?
That's Ben. That's why you do not go to Raph first.
Sorry.
Learn.
Okay.
It's me already. No way. There's no turning back. So the only thing I want to say is that I saw some building sheets like for the tournaments around, and some people are writing the RAF set as RAF, RAF, right? Just to kind of like
makes you feel good to see your
exactly.
Your initials on everyone else's sheet. And that's obviously good for the week. Yeah, that's not off topic. That's a good thing.
Okay, that can be the good for the week. Yeah. Okay, going back to your question about my week. I also had like a bunch of clicks. I am playing clicks every day, every night. From the last 2 weeks, I would say. I'm practicing because I have a friend from Brazil that he will play in a tournament, I think next month. And he wanted to test with someone different. I think because like he's play testing with the same guys always. So he wanted to see something different. That was quite like interesting because like we play like a sort of like different game. We have like our own meta in this sort of stuff. So he wanted to play with me. And I'm playing like basically like every day. He starts the morning, I think it's like 7 a.m. He's waking up a little bit early so we can play before he starts working. And it's late for us here, like 9 p.m. So yeah, we just found some kind of like agreement on time. And we are playing every day, so that's kind of like unusual to play clicks every day for me. And I'm also like on vacation, what helps, with the whole obligation stuff of life, doing stuff and etc. So I just can do everything during the day and then play some clicks at night. It's been pretty cool, I think.
Have you been enjoying the testing out different teams?
Yeah.
Have you been testing different teams, I guess? Or?
Yes, I am. Yes. So that's one of the part of the things that he asked is like, let's play different stuff. Like he basically has one team that he makes some, changes to adjust the team as we play. So he's using the pieces that he has because like they are playing like face-to-face games. So he needs the pieces, And I have access to everything because like we are practicing online, right? And I'm not playing the tournament. So he is limited to what the pieces that he has.
Good. So it's good. It's good testing for him.
Yeah, it is because I can play like the best stuff, and he is kind of like limited to what he has, like physically has, and he makes like some like changes, and even like what is kind of like interesting and different is that he's just playing the maps that he has, and like maps is something that is quite like interesting because like if you have access to all the maps on the online stuff, it's easier for you to just pick. You know, like when we see tournaments or we play, we basically see the same maps, right? It's, let's say, the Glen Grove Cemetery, you know, like negative zone in maybe Ancient Hold, like this kind of stuff. But if you have to have the map, oh my
Dune's
god,
Castle is another one. Yeah, so
yeah.
so I guess and we see that here happening in Australia. We've not a big pool of people to play with. I'm not sure how big Brazil is. It sometimes can be hard to have all the pieces that you would like to have for your team, and you've got to build with what you actually have.
Yes.
Play with what you got.
Yeah, they have kind of like the same issue that we have to obtain, like to get the piece. They have to buy everything from the US. The advantage they have is that the shipping cost is a little bit lower, you know, like because like it's not that far away as Australia is. But the other issue that they have is that like the US dollar costs like 6 times our currency, you know, like over there.
Yeah, so it's expensive to buy.
It's oh my god, it's so expensive. So yeah, so he's a bit limited, but like it's kind of like interesting to play different stuff with different people and different pieces as well. I can play. So what I'm basically doing is I'm getting the top teams, the one that won the championships and you know the awards and you know the tournaments that we are seeing around, and I'm using that teams and he's using the stuff that he has, so he kind of like can at least get used to the pieces. So for example, if someone is not playing like the full X-Men team that won awards, for example, but the person has at least like one Jubilee, he knows how to deal with Jubilee, you know. So this sort of stuff.
And that's good practice. That's really good practice.
It is. Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. Anything? No, you're
No,
happy?
nothing bad because I'm on vacation, so everything is good. Bad stuff is always related to work, so.
Cool. What about you, Chris? What's your good, bad, and ugly for the week?
Bad was starting off in the hospital last Wednesday. Bad is wife going back to work, so I got to watch the kids, which I guess is still a good too. Good is finishing Hawkeye tonight. Great series. It'll disappoint you in a little bit in the end, like just the ending. Like I'm talking after credit scene, but it was still pretty good. And yeah, that's about it. Get to go see Spider-Man on Friday. So I was able to convince the wife to actually go.
Excellent. Well done.
That's about it. Nothing else happening. Yep. Finish work tomorrow, so I'm happy.
It's always a good time to be happy finishing work. For myself, I'm pretty much fall into the same category as Raf there. I've just been enjoying being on holidays. Just having a bit of time to relax, but also getting things done around the house and getting prepared for Christmas is all the things we've got to keep doing. So, mine's been pretty simple. So, I think I'm pretty much it. I'm happy to be, I guess, close to Christmas, but just happy to be on holidays. Okay, so I guess games that we've played. Rafi talked about playing on Roll20 nightly, which is really cool. I myself have had a few practice games on Roll20, so nothing too major, but we've all entered into season 10 of our online league, and we got our which is a Empire Sealed. So we've all got our packs and all have our teams, and we're starting to build our teams. So I don't know if you guys want to share yours, or I'm happy to go first. I got 2 packs that I only had rares, but I did get the rare prime T'Chaka in my team, T'Chaka 2. So my boosters. So for my team, I went with Hulkling at he's number 1 in set and 50 points. I went with Beast. He's number 55. He's 55 points, so that's the common one. I've got Dazzler, because she gives out the shield team ability to both Beast and T'Chaka, because I'm going to take T'Chaka too, because he has that distracting banter trait, which is he gets to roll a dice, and take off half the result for an attack roll if someone attacks. But it's only once per turn. And yeah, I've got Loki and Daredevil, so I've got a bit of prob on my team. It's not a hard hitting team, but it's been good fun to play and test out so far. But yeah, and I've been enjoying playing T'Chaka too. So that's my team, and I guess yeah, that was probably went straight into that straight away. It's pretty much just a stealthy hide, try to shoot if I can. Having a couple of shield team abilities on my team helps T'Chaka to have a wider range for his special, because he doesn't need line of sight, he just needs to be within range. And yeah, it's pretty good. I feel it's not super strong. There's probably going to be stronger teams out there, but it'll hold its own. What about you, Raf? What did you come up with your builds?
Some shit stuff, because like boosters just sucks, right? So what I'm trying to do here, my idea was basically I usually screw everything when I play like sealed, because I don't know how the pieces works, and I forget stuff. So I try to kind of like do one character with like a lot of points, and then just some fillers, or some support to that character, basically. That's the idea. So I ended up with Monica something Rambo. Yeah, this one at 150. Yep. So this is like half of my team.
Okay, wow.
And because like she can phase teleport and attack as she ran through someone during that phasing teleport. So yep. I'm gonna try to use like a map with like some sort of like barrier or this kind of stuff, and walls or whatever we have from the set. And then I can kind of like, okay, I ran through you and I attack from here, like from behind the wall. And she also has like a trait where like after using like the phasing teleport or like running shot, you can roll a dice and go back to the place where she started the movement. So, and then after that, I think I can make an attack. So what I did to add some support to that stuff, I added Beast, because like Beast will give me enhancement for the attack. So I'll have like +1 to damage, so it's gonna be like 4 damage.
Well, starts with a 12. She starts with a 12 attack.
Yeah,
3 damage, close combat expert. So
yeah. It should be 13 for 5. Yes, 13 for 5. Attacking from behind the walls, and lucky to prob. So just to make sure that it hits, and also if I really want to, I can throw Beast and make another attack, because Beast can be carried and also make an attack. So if I still need that extra power, I can just throw Beast on their face and try to finish off with Beast. If 5 is not enough to finish off, And that's basically it. So, sorry?
Okay, so you got just the 3 characters then?
And Dazzler as well.
Dazzler?
Yeah, to give the shielding ability to Beast, and then I have like 2 shields. So this will give extra range to Monica, just in case I need to like running shot, for example, with a range of 9.
Okay, that sounds like a nice well-rounded team. I like it.
Yeah,
good idea. Yep. I guess that's what I like about Seal. It makes you use pieces you probably wouldn't use generally.
Nah, definitely not.
And yeah, try to see how they all go together. No, it sounds like a solid team. I don't know how to handle that. The going through the walls part, attacking me. I'm interested by that.
Yeah, it's not a theme though, so I'll probably lose map depending on like what comes. Terry always build team, so he will win, and probably he goes to like a more open map. This will kind of like screw me a little bit. So
yeah, well, I guess what we're playing with the limited map selection as well, which is always adds that you can already have a look and see what maps. So you go, cool. You probably want to be on the Hank Pym lab where you've got lots of walls and stuff.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, less likely you want to be on, say, the bridge, which is pretty open.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like it. Chris, I know that you said earlier on that you haven't built your team yet, but have you anything that looked interesting in your packs that you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, except for Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I would give you that too.
Yeah, there's nothing else. It's I'm just looking right now, and there is absolutely nothing.
This you certainly wanted to have a mulligan. I look and go, you've got Scarlet Witch and Wiccan, you've at least got prob.
Yeah, that's about it, and that's only 100 points. So
Yeah, then you got so then it's going to be however else you want to use it. Yeah, certainly Venom Cyclops isn't great, but maybe the Kree Soldier's good because it gives you the shield team ability. I'm pretty sure he has that, and
yeah, so that gives you the +1 for range, which is good.
Yep, so that helps
I
Scarlet
think
Witch out.
that's how it works.
Yeah, +1 for range, just static if they're next to him, and then it also, if you give them a power action, they can have +1 to their damage. So,
yes.
Yeah.
What's the Guardian's team ability?
So the Guardian's team ability is that their combat values can't be modified by opposing person's abilities. Cool. So it keeps them they can't change their stats, I guess. So PD doesn't work on them or perplexing stuff down.
That was not Outlaw. That was Outsiders.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, but yeah, so it's only for them. You can't use it on someone else.
So who's that guy? Who's that guy that has this Guardians stuff?
Kree Soldier. Is that the one we were just talking about?
Oh yeah, okay.
And
it's got the shield.
There's a few in the set that do have it as well. I got a rocket raccoon.
Kree Soldier. I can see the
thing. The thing has the Guardians team ability,
which is good because it then allows you to make sure that no one can.
Oh no, these characters' combat values can't be modified by opposing character. Oh yeah, okay. So that the character himself or itself, it's protected against like negative perplex or something like this, right? Okay.
Yeah, but then you can also have Wiccan, which can copy the team ability for shield. So yeah, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. And he gives the +1.
Yeah, +1 defense.
So yeah, so you got there's still a reasonable bit out there for you.
It's I got my team.
Yeah, so it still gives you always that challenge of how do you build for it and what's the best that you can take. I played that.
Well, I'm gonna call it right now and say that Ben did this on purpose, where he just gave everyone shit except for the new guy who got Venom Magneto.
No, Bobby did it.
Let's talk
Bobby
did it. Yeah.
I
got on a one-track mind here. Yeah.
It's okay. I always appreciate that Bobby organises it, but yeah, certainly none of us to get a super rare out of that was not great. I've played Scarlet Witch before. I really actually enjoyed playing her. Once you get a 1 on her once you get a 1 for her rally, then it makes it really hard to hit her. And look, getting a 1 means that you've rolled a 1 yourself on your die, but that's okay. At least you get to reuse it again. And I was able to use it to make a critical miss against people. So I still reckon she's pretty valuable for 50 points. TK, the outwit, the prob. So she's a good piece for you. And I think she's mystics as well. So looking deeper into it, there's probably a bit that combos together nicely there for you. So yeah, that's our season 10 sealed RAF set. I think we have a Venom Magneto, an infamous Iron Man. I like the way Bobby got Venom Rogue. Not so much liking that he got Venom Rogue.
Yeah, hopefully he will not use her
Yeah, I can't
to
see
do
why.
some
Yeah.
sort of like I mean no to do some sort of like nasty stuff, like because
Yeah.
like she's not meant to work like that, like the special power stuff. They will probably correct that thing probably.
Yeah, maybe.
So
I don't know. The thing about it is that there's not a whole lot in this set, and certainly in what he pulled, that is going to work very well with it. If that makes sense.
yeah, that's true. So
So-
nothing that will break the game, I think. So not Sky Tyrant, copying Sky Tyrant stuff,
Yeah. Like he could copy, say, from Scarlet Witch and get
Yeah.
outwit and probability
yeah,
control.
true. That's true. yeah.
And so, because I've had her played as well, and yeah, there's just wasn't much to copy. So it'll be interesting to see how everyone else puts their other teams together. The other one was that Darren got Venom Iceman, which should be pretty interesting to play against. So that's our season 10. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing these pieces. I actually really like this set. It's a really nice looking set to play. Cool.
Yeah,
Any
seems
other
like it.
any other last thoughts? Cool. Excellent. Okay. Well, let's go on because we have an exciting chance to talk about All I Want for Christmas and talking about our sets from 2021 and what we thought were the best pieces. Chris, you're sort of getting back into it and looking to buy some pieces from these sets, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I actually bought any from the sets. The last case or brick that I bought was, I think I bought a Future Foundation, and that's when and Wonder Woman, but I wasn't going hard for the meta pieces and trying to collect the sets. So I want to try to pick out some good pieces that I can put into my collection and hopefully start playing with here in the new year. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I guess we got 5 sets that were released this year, including Empire just come out. We could talk about the Eternals, but I really haven't. I looked at that and I thought I'm happy to leave anything in that. There wasn't anything that really interests me too much in the Eternal set. But yeah, we can talk about 5 sets that we had. So let's go back. I think first one is House of X.
Yeah, now I'm just going to say this. This is also kind of a year in review since we're going for the last 5 sets.
Which
Which I think is a good thing. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so House of X. Let's start at that one being I'd say the first one released this year in Australia, but it was actually Spider-Man, I think, because we got Spider-Man late. But let's look at House of X. So, Raph, have you got any pieces that you think from House of X that are valuable to have, or maybe must-haves?
Must have for me, Bishop Prime.
Good call.
Bishop
For the manualist,
Prime.
I think I do have that one.
So
Okay.
Bishop Prime.
I would go with, so if I had like must have for me is like Bishop Prime, and then this the which one is this? Swap Magneto is not from that set, right? The Swap Magneto.
No,
no,
that's
no,
from
okay.
Raph.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay, I made this question on purpose. So, maggots.
Yeah, just to hear your name, we know that.
A lot of maggots, like as many as you can get.
Definitely. I would agree. Maggots are a great one, especially if you're doing X-Men teams. And,
Yep. So next one will be Jubilee.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Unofficial worlds.
Yep.
Probably piece for that team.
Kate Pride.
Yep. So another good one for dropping.
The Pog,
Pocket,
and also carrying people around. I would go with Cable. Cable is not this Cable. Cable is not the one. The hologram Cable is like from the other set, like from XGPS, right?
The two.
Um, this is not like a must-have, but like a nice-to-have piece is Juggernaut. I think I like that
Yeah.
piece. It just couldn't make like no one could make it work really well, but like still like a really kind of like nice piece to have.
That is the piece that I was planning on running in there. Well, it was going to be a winter event last year,
Hmm.
which was I can't remember who I had in it. I had Juggernaut.
Hmm.
I think there was a Magneto in there.
Yeah.
And something else.
Mother
Because
as
he
well,
just goes right to the
probably.
stop
Yeah.
click, so
Yes,
Mother,
correct.
yeah.
That's good. So that would be it for me for this set.
So going back to something like Elixir, you'd say no to that one
Which
because
one?
that's pretty good support. Elixir number 17.
17. Let me have a look.
Elixir, why not? You'd probably pick him up pretty cheap on the secondary market. You'd be buying him for
Yeah,
40 cents.
it can be
something like
fine
that.
as well. And not like in my like tier 1 list, but yeah, why not? If you can get it cheap, just take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I guess
Emperor Vulcan. What would you say about him?
Yeah, Emperor Vulcan is one of those pieces like Emperor Gladiator. I would prefer to play like Emperor Gladiator instead. But Emperor Vulcan, it's kind of like hard to play those like kind of like one-man army pieces like high value, right?
Yeah.
It's the in the current
Especially
meta.
since the Pulse Wave was
Yes,
nerfed
correct.
back
Yes.
when.
Yes. Right. Same
So
as
stay
like
away from him.
old man Phoenix, like that's such a nice, scoped and piece, but almost unplayable. Like I think I played Terry once and he was able to kind of like take him in one turn with so much like penetrating damage, and he doesn't reduce penetrating, so you can kill him with, let's say, 2 flurries and like 1 pain psych, like 1 flurry and 1 pain psych. So it's just like that's it. Like, not that I don't like the pieces, I just, because since I just get like the things that I think that's gonna be playable in terms of like meta stuff playable,
Yeah.
that's the reason why I would say I won't get those 2 pieces. So
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to put down Old Man Phoenix because that is one piece that I want just for looks.
Yeah, I've actually forgot all about that. I was looking and people asking best sculpt for 2021, and everyone's like Thor, because that new Thor from the Empire set looks really good. Forgot about Old Man Phoenix because, oh my goodness gracious, that is a thing of beauty. It is a really, really nice sculpt. Yeah, Raph, I'd have to agree with all the pieces there as well. If there was a couple others, I would certainly have an Apocalypse, the A chase. It's got that Krakoan revival. Look, it's only short and 70 points, but has plenty there. There's things that you can do. Maybe even the other one is I don't know. I'm not as taken by the Prime Apocalypse, but certainly the chase one is valuable, I think, too.
yeah, but you know what I was kind of like thinking is that when you start adding so many pieces, it's just better just buy the full set. That's my thought. Like, because if you're going to make lists and try to chase like singles like this, and you're adding so much like expensive pieces, like, isn't it just better just buy the full set?
Yeah, I guess
you got to think you got 5 sets that we're reviewing, and you're looking at $1,500 per set for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or right around there. I mean, that's. Sorry, I'm not a math teacher, so I don't know the numbers, but that's that's $7,500.
Okay.
That's three months' wages. So
yeah. But what I'm saying is
it's
that
a lot of money if you try to buy the full set.
But you're gonna spend the same amount of money in a long run, right? Because if you're going to buy, like, no.
Because if you go back to this House of X set,
Mm-hmm.
you can probably find Mother for $10, $15, because no one's playing her. She's not brand new anymore.
Okay.
Once you get into the new Empire stuff, you're looking at the $180 for the Venom Magneto.
Yep.
So that's where you're going to pay out of the nose if you're trying to find the newer stuff, the big meta stuff.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
it all depends on what you go for. Like the list that you gave me, I'm pretty sure I got Juggernaut, I got Elixir, I got the Chase Apocalypse, I got 4 maggots.
Okay.
So I mean,
so you have
I got
4
some of that stuff already. Yeah, I think I got 3 or 4. I think I remember giving a couple away.
Wow. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so, and I guess it's also a bit of a review, so saying that we thought that these pieces were pretty valuable from the set as well. So it doesn't mean he has to get them all, but they're things that we'd say could be valuable to have.
They're not Pokemon.
But that's right.
Got to collect them all. It'd be nice to catch them all, but I got 2 kids. I got to put them through college at some point. I don't know how Terry does it. Terry is a master at finding deals for this stuff. So, yeah,
he is. Okay, so happy with Rise and Fall, happy with House of X. Got enough from there. Okay, so let's move on.
I'm good for that one.
Let's look at Future Foundations, which came out in February. Are
you sure you don't want to talk about Deep Cut's Fantastic Four?
We can skip that one.
Yeah, we can skip it. I think. Well, no. Look, they are certainly interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, I was only joking, Ben. Totally joking.
The Human Torch is valuable. Anyway, okay, let's go. So, so these Future Foundations is the ones that have the Doom Chasers, and I think they are pretty cool. And if it was me, I'm looking at it, there's probably 5 of them that I would like to have. That's the Annihilating Conqueror. That's the Doom all caps, so Doom 67. Sorcerer Supreme Doom, Lord Doom, and the Time Platform Doctor Doom as well. That would be the 5 that I would chase down from that.
Time?
Is
that Time 62?
That's 62. Yep.
Okay.
So just with their versatility, the way they can be moved, you can change in and out. I really have come to like that all caps Doom, just restricting teams to 3 actions per turn.
Yeah.
Lord Doom's valuable against things like maggots. Time Platform's great. Annihilating Conqueror is to combine keywords first as well, I think, is that one. That one. Yeah, so I think they're all pretty valuable.
Yep.
So I'll keep going, Raph.
Yeah, and if you want to kind of like build with robots or like a different stuff, I would add to this, like Dooms are definitely like a must-have, the 4 ones that you mentioned. I would add 5. Yeah, the Mad Thinker, both of them. If you're playing robots, you might want these 2 guys.
So Mad Thinker A and B, so that's from the commons.
Yep. I would say
Dragon Man's got to be in there 100%.
Which one?
Dragon Man.
That's
I know.
Might be something
maybe Jim Hammond as well, like for robots.
Which one was that?
Jim Hammond for robots. He gives.
Jim Hammond. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a leadership.
Yep, leadership. Yeah, 35 points leadership.
Yep.
What else I would say? Molecule Man, definitely. Molecule Man for sure. Like he's like in every single team. We have like Molecule Man.
Molecule Man.
Is this the Nathaniel Richards also that's supposed to be good?
Nathaniel Richards as well, I think. Yeah. We can see a lot of like scientist teams with Nathaniel Richards. So
I had him on my list. It allows you to make some choices about what attacks or what powers you can give for an attack power, which is good.
And also, you might want some sort of like Puppet Master is seeing playing now. Like a lot of people start playing Puppet Master with the object. Um, I'll go. The object is the radioactive clay, right? Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. High evolutionary for sure. I
A and
think
B?
it's. Let me have a look. I'm quite sure.
If you can get your hands on both A and B.
Yeah.
A is great with scientists. B's fantastic with animals because he gives 6 theme probs on an animal theme team. So great with the maggots, etc.
Yeah. I think that would be this. Like as a top tier one, like tier one pieces. In the objects, you might want the alchemical fire, and you might want the emotional modifier.
Yeah, that comes with Psycho Man, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those two, the radioactive clay, as well as we mentioned, but that comes with Puppet Master, I think. The others are just like meh, but apart from like of course the time platform, but comes with Doom. So Isotope E and A, I think even High Evolutionary starts with that. People were not actually even playing that object, but that I think that should be it from this for me.
What does the alchemy fire come from? That's
I think it's
It comes with-
Diablo.
number 47B. So there's 2. Yeah, so 47A comes with
okay.
alchemical potion, which is cool, but the alchemical fire is more potent. It allows you to do some really cool stuff. With fire tokens or -2 to attacks and things.
Yep.
All right. Now for pieces that look good, would you say Silver Savage would be one to get, or
Yeah, he's actually looks pretty good.
Blackbeard?
So yeah, both of those. So Blackbeard actually looks really cool, with the big chest, and he comes with that Stones of Merlin as well. If you get one with together, and the Silver Savage. If you really like that storyline, and it's actually a really nice looking piece too.
That is a great storyline. Yeah.
Raph, I think I agree with you. I did like Marquis of Death as well as a super rare, but he's not top tier, but still good fun. He's got lots happening there. And the other one I had was the Wizard B. So what's that? Wizard is 31B.
Yeah, Wizard. I think comes with like robots as well, right? I don't know.
He's a scientist as well.
Oh, scientist. Yeah. Right. I saw it. Some scientist teams. Yeah.
So, and because he's got that trait free, choose a character within range and line of fire. The 10 lines of fire drawn to that character can't be blocked or hindered. He already has improved.
That's cool.
Targeting, elevated, hindering, and characters.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
So I was going to say 50 points, but for 25 points, 2 clicks, leadership, TK, running shot. He's a team player. You can pick someone out and go bang. Lines of fire can always be drawn to you pretty much, and just get the others to shoot him down. He was the last one. Oh, the last one I did have on my list was the Thing robots, but I just like the Thing robots. I have a soft spot in my heart for them. Playing them, they're good fun to play.
Yeah, I've played against a few of them, and they were just kind of crazy with the multiple attacks because he's sidekick, right? So
like I was playing my Minotaurs and Thing robot team. So the Minotaurs would move them up first turn, and then second turn move them. They'd one would move them up again, one would make them attack, and then they could attack. It was great fun. They're great. So cool. That's Future Foundations. I think you hit it on the head there, Raph, with all your choices as well. I think they're good emotional modifiers. I did some looking at some of the stats from the worlds that they just had, or online, unofficial online worlds, and that was on a fair few of the teams, like 5 or 6 teams. So an important piece to have. Cool. Okay, so that's Future Foundation. So next set that we come to is, well, I should let Raf introduce this one because it's his namesake.
It's my set. It's
No,
Raph.
it's
Oh
not
no,
yet.
actually no, it's not.
No,
Oh, sorry,
not
yeah,
yet.
I skipped
Okay.
over it. Wonder Woman.
It's the Wonder Woman. Okay.
Yeah,
No, that's
Now,
not me.
let me
That's Chris.
No, no.
So
Take her easy. We haven't played a game yet. Bragging rights. Now, let me start out with saying I bought a brick of this from our local store here, and I pulled, I believe it was Guy Gardner as my chase.
Cool.
wow, oh nice. Okay, yeah, that's
So I wasn't too happy with it because I don't like lanterns that much. But over in the States, when I bought with Glass Cabinet Hobbies, I was able to get Commissioner, King Shazam, and I think Deathbringer, if I remember correctly. I can't remember 100%.
Oh, did you
But
get
the-
like a brick with them as well?
No, I bought into case breaks. So
Okay.
you buy 3 spots, and he opens them
Oh,
up, and you get
okay.
one info.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the
So-
commissioner to sell me, right?
No,
No, okay.
that commissioner is mine.
Okay.
Unless you got a Venom Magneto, then we'll talk.
No, not yet. Okay, I'll find
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk after about that.
Mm.
Now, supposedly I got this for Christmas coming, so I'm hoping this next brick I get is the opposite, and I get the Secret Six because that's what I'm hoping for. So
I was trying to think. I think in mine, I got one of each. So one was a lantern and one was a Secret Six, but I don't know if that's quite correct.
I think that's what it was going. Was one brick would be lantern, the other brick would be Secret Six, because that's kind of the way I remember the case breaks going. So
What I got. Okay, so Commissioner, you already have.
Yeah.
Super great piece. For monster, with them all being monsters. I guess the next two are the chases that if it was me, I'd get my hands on would be Sky Tyrant and Scarab.
it's
Again,
the two that I'm looking for, and no one. Oh, damn it!
they're very hard to get, I would say, at the moment.
I don't know what happened. I just went dead for a second. Sorry about that.
That's right. Yeah, so Raph, you'd agree with that Sky Tyrant and
Yeah, I would agree with that. Maybe 2 Sky Tyrants, just if you can. So, yeah. Let me see what
Alright,
else.
sorry about that.
No,
Fine.
you're fine. You're fine.
Raph agreed Sky Tyrants, maybe 2 Sky Tyrants if you can get hands on them.
Yep. You want me to go
Yeah, see,
through? Like,
that's the thing. I've been looking, and I cannot find Sky Tyrants or Scarabs. So that's kind of why I chose to get a brick of this, and I was wishy-washy on it. So
I have a Scarab. Do you want to trade with the commissioner?
no, because I
Okay.
need them as a team.
Okay. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Just throw in there, just in case you wanna think about it.
I know, bud.
Okay, so I would guess further in
Gigantus, probably.
Yeah.
You need both of them.
You're looking to build that Secret Six kind of team and just scientists and
Yes.
the Giganta and the Giganta Prime are both pretty valuable.
Wonder Woman's like the swappy ones. They are. I think they are okay. Like you can kind of like build a team out of them. The what is
One of them's
the
Lasso and
yeah this one, yeah.
So they got Lasso, and you could have the one with the armor as well.
Correct.
So there's I would say if you can get the ones with the equipment, excellent.
Yes,
just
correct.
good to have that swapping around.
And,
I think
another one would be the Green Lantern is like seeing some sort of like a game as well. The Green Lantern 51. He's kind of like the 19 defend, with the running shot and carry 8 people. It's kind of
And you
like
just gotta
it's interesting,
19 defend.
yeah, it's interesting because like I played this team yesterday, so I played against that guy. So I tried to build something completely like from scratch, and I asked for some help around. So I ended up with this team that I played against, like Sky Tyrant and stuff, like the guy that I'm playing. So it was the Green Lantern to carry the whole team, with Demon in an Armor, Harry Leland, Molecule Man, and Blackheart. So you kind of like put your whole team in a 19 defend. You have the baseball meat that he not the baseball meat, like the meat stuff, something meat. I don't remember, like, because you give
that's the baseball
defend.
meat.
Yeah, you give the defend. You give like the ESG. So everything's gonna
catcher's
be catcher's meat. Yeah, it's gonna be like 21 if you get shot. Or and then Molecule Man to barrier, and then Green Lantern just move everyone up. You sacrifice the Hellfire Guard and you throw Blackheart on their face. So it's kind of like Demon in an Armor also makes them not. If Sky Tyrant comes, we have Harry Leland to give -2, right? And if they stay, they will have to kind of like wait for me to throw Blackheart on their face. So it's kind of like an interesting build.
Cool. So Green Lantern, as
Yeah.
with the construct with the catcher's mitt, is
Yes.
important.
The,
I would
the
also
Flash
say,
is for 7.
yeah, I was going to say, okay, so I'm going to go through Chip. If you're running animals, a Green Lantern who can carry, Prob, TK, Felix Forced, because he is just painful to play against.
That's what I've been hearing.
It's just if you go for your prob and he rolls the 6, you can't use it and you take damage, and it happens more often than you would expect. I had Gigantas. I had Teen Lantern. And I think
Yes, I agree with this one. Scientist one is good. Teen Lantern is really good.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Teen Lantern?
Number 35. Set.
Okay.
And then, as I think Raph was saying just before I interrupted him, the Flash. Trying to get the hands on 2 Flashes if you can. I've decided that I'll have to live my life without them for the time being. But yeah.
Wasn't there a team in Worlds, or so-called Worlds, that had 4 of the Flashes? Or 3?
4.
Yeah, so...
4.
George,
wow.
Yeah. George Masu was using it, and I think there was a couple of. I think PJ Boland had 4 Flashes in his team as well. So whereas I don't know if I've even seen one. So, but yeah, if you get your hands on those, a valuable piece to have in many teams. And that's probably it from Wonder Woman. Again, I will say my fun piece from that set is the Minotaurs. I do like those Minotaurs. They're big and they're just fun. The sidekicks, and I like running that Minotaurs with my Thing robots. So yeah, okay, cool. Now we move on to I think that's the I think that's the best pieces from Wonder Woman for the year. Let's move on to Rise and Fall. So Raph, this is your set.
Oh, yep.
It's named after you.
Yes. Okay. So for this one, I would go with Hellfire Club Guard. You probably might need, let's say, 4 of these. It's just good to have on the on your like sideline, There is the Sentinel 008, because it's a sideline active. It's really good to have in your sideline as well.
You don't need to do anything for it, but it just sort of sits on your sideline and can come in. I think if you get hit 3 times in a turn.
Yeah,
but
might need like one or 2 probably. Yeah. Would go with.
Okay, now I'm just gonna come out and say it. This set I never bought into, so this is where I stopped.
Okay.
I stopped buying stuff.
Yep. Go with Exodus as well, because you can use like the mind control to do like the gene bomb stuff.
Also, it just does four damage to it. Wrecks robot teams as well.
Yes,
'Cause it's
also
just
robots.
takes damage.
Yeah.
So that's number 39 from set. Raph, I'm going to go back and say 07 Multiple Man. I think
Oh
he's
yes, multiple men
valuable
as
to
well.
have.
Yes, but
And
you need my 3 of them at least.
yeah, I had 3 guards and 4 multiple men.
Yep.
So around that sort of mark. Just because they can
On the
be played
swappy stuff as well,
yeah,
right?
and be played at 10 points,
Yes.
which is valuable for that.
True.
Think
Emperor Vulcan, just in case you want to, but I don't think it's like a might have. Of course, like Blackheart and Emperor Gladiator is like okay if you want to.
That's the prime, right?
Yeah.
yes, correct. Yep. That's
Mimic
59B.
Mimic Prime as well, I would say. Okay. Another one that you might want is like Diamond Patch. Is not like he's situational, but good in the swappy thing. If you want to have his in the team, like to go around, get around like stealth, like you can kind of like have him. That should be it for me. Ben, you can complete my stuff. And Magneto is the swappy. Magneto is the set.
I'll fix it for you. So
okay.
You should definitely have number 27 Magneto.
Yes,
he's your swappy.
Right.
He's your swappy Magneto for Brotherhood and Hellfire Club teams.
Now you'd want the Professor X also for
yes,
that, right?
that was number 28. Have the Professor X also valuable for that because that's going to be your X-Men swap around team. I like Dr. Moira McTaggart. She's number 24, so she's got a rally die role, which she's got a power which can just give a rally die to someone. A power given adjacent friendly character with the X-Men keyword a rally die. So great for if you're playing Mimic, because Mimic has about his rally die as well.
Oh, I forgot about Tempo as well.
Yeah, and that was the other one I had on my list.
Okay.
Number 45, which was Tempo. Tempo is great for adding to your range. I think I've actually missed one back at House of X, which I'll come back to in a sec. Yeah, Tempo is great because it adds 3 to speed. Adjacent opposing characters can't use super sensors, probability control. So she's really valuable as well. And yeah, I think that was all I had. Oh no, I think the other one I had is Weapon Hex. Just because she's got a few stop clicks, mystics, could be hard to kill on the right team. So yep, she looked great as well. So that's what I had for my rise and fall.
So looking at the Apocalypse, that'd be a no-go.
Yeah,
well, I would add him because I love that. I love the Apocalypse.
And there you come to those. If you're a fan of a figure like Apocalypse, I think I prefer the other Apocalypses from the previous set. Like I prefer A than him, but he's not bad. Emma Frost from this set was good as well. She's got the free choose and improve targeting into your next turn, and so she can choose elevated hindering blocking, which is really valuable. So she can see through blocking to use her mind control. She's got range of 8. I did have fun playing her in sealed, so she was good fun too.
Okay.
I don't think
I've heard someone in the unofficial worlds also played Speed Weasel. Like this is a piece that I never looked at, but just have a look and see if you're interested on that one. But I've heard someone play it on words. So
well, actually, that's not bad to move her up to the number that you roll on your super senses or blades, claws, fangs.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, depends on what you're playing, so might be interesting. So
yeah, even that charge that she has is pretty good. You can break something and then charge up close.
So
with blades and exploit.
DK destroyed object, then have charge. Yeah. So I guess I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm still not sure how that works. If I was to say anything, this one might be the one to get a legacy card from as well, depending on if you have the Magneto figure.
Yes, that is one that I would like to have. I got the figure back home, but I do not. I don't have the card for it.
So
that's one card I need.
So there's a legacy card for that, and I know that someone played that, and it's again really interesting. Like, still very expensive at 175 points for the figure, but it does some cool stuff too. So if you've got the figure, I think it's always good to have that legacy card for it. I haven't talked about any other legacy cards because, well,
now
great.
Remind me, safeguard, mind control, and penetrating. So that means you can't.
You can't be mind controlled or penetrating.
Okay, so that's cool wording that they use safeguard as.
Yeah, so that's the new, as they bring in that new wording, I guess, the safeguard. Yep, cool. And then we move. Okay, so I will go back one piece though. And that is to go back to House of X, I think it is, and I reckon one that we missed is Karima, number 46 from House of X. She's a robot, but she does have the team up cards, but she does have when Karima hit targets can't use stop this turn, and you may choose a standard attack power. She can use that power until she chooses again, so good against, say, Blackheart. And just make sure he doesn't use his stop clicks and things like that.
Which number is that?
That is number 46 from House of X.
Okay, I was also going to actually Moira X, number 30.
Yes, I did have her on my list, in my short list. Yep. Yeah. Just because she's
she can use everything as she clicks along, which is cool.
Yeah.
So.
And probably now looking back at it, Mother might be an interesting one. She's a title character, but she's got her Deaths of X, and it's a good support piece for 35 points.
Yeah, I think Raph brought her up, if I remember correctly.
Excellent. Okay, cool. And so we've done Rise and Fall's done. I can't think of anything else there, Raph, that we needed.
Nope.
And
we covered it.
Now on to Empire, which... Look, I found it hard this year to not enjoy any of the sets they've actually brought out. I wasn't overly interested in Rise and Fall, but then I actually really found I enjoyed the rally mechanic with the rally dice. So I actually found them to be really interesting. That was in that, yeah. So Empire was one I was looking forward to, getting a bit more mixture of characters. So yeah.
Yeah. Now this is a set that I've actually really thought about just buying fully. And because it has so many, it's mostly the chases that are really good. Looking at some of the super rares, it's kind of iffy if you ask me.
Yeah, and you're right. It's a lot about the super rares in the set and the chases, but yeah, definitely super rares. Okay, I'm happy to go. I'll start low though. I think a Scroll Spy. Good to have because they can just go on your sideline as well. So you can have like a Scroll Spy on your sideline. You can have a Sentinel from the previous set on your sideline, so they can just come in whenever needed. Number 26, the Loki. I know you enjoyed the Loki series. If you get multiples, probably 3 Lokis, because his rally die allows him to bring in extra ones, which I think is really cool. Bring in another prob piece that's got Mystic's team ability that they probably don't need to attack, but it can attack, and yeah, so it adds to your pool. As I spoke about earlier on, I do like the Scarlet Witch, number 43. Just because I like having prob. I think Deadpool, which I think is number 44, that's the monster Deadpool that brings out Jeff the land shark.
Jeff the shark.
If you're playing monsters, if you're playing Blackheart, he just sits on your sideline and can come in if Blackheart dies. This is a simple solution. Yeah, and then I will go. My last one I'll say for the time being is T'Chaka 2. Here's the Prime, number 47B. I like that. he has that distracting banter, which happens after all prob and die replacements occur. So can be certainly clutch in a situation of being able to make someone miss an attack. I know that when I've been playing him and people have hit by like 1, or they've hit me, they've needed like a 7, they've rolled a 7. I go, right, do you want to prob that? Because I'm just going to make you miss. So it's making people use their probs beforehand. So yeah, he's really important. Raph, you got any thoughts on super rares and higher from this set?
I was. It's hard to predict, but I think so. My list for this set. Those are the pieces that I thought, right? So it would be. So Beast has some sort of like potential, like because everything that can be carried in attack after that has potential, right? So 011 Beast.
Yep.
It might be like cheap Beast, so it's good to have. Black Bolt is interesting because like it cannot be targeted and this kind of stuff. Every time that there's piece that cannot be targeted, if you don't start the turn, blah blah blah, like they have potential as well. Not sure, but what else? I thought about. I think that
that Black Bolt would pair well with Harry Leland.
Yeah.
Stop people from coming in.
Yeah.
Because a ruler keyword, right? So
yes. Wolverine, the one that cannot be targeted, is interesting as well. The 52 Wolverine. Really interesting. Like I'm quite sure that people will find a way to use him really like effective. So
yeah, that's the one I pulled out of the boost. So booster break. So
yep.
yeah.
So nice. I think Ben mentioned it, Ultron Ping, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This one, yeah.
Like Ultron Pim. And also just Ultron's also pretty cool too.
Yeah, because you can change into each other or whatever it is.
And then Demon in an Armor. That definitely has potential to be meta stuff. Like definitely, mainly because of the keywords and what it does. Like because it just needs range, right? Doesn't need line of fire, so you can just leave him in the back, or you can even carry him. As I said, like the team that I did with the defend, he also has defend, and he reduced penetrating. So even if you hit, let's say that Green Lantern, and then you still have the defend 18 from this guy, so you just put him anywhere and he will help, like with no perplex and etc. So Venom Wolverine as well, I see like potential with like the monster keyword, Venom Mags of course, and the other one, what's the girl, Venom Rogue. Until they fix her, I'm not sure like if they will, but she just looks broken at this stage. Like if people start using her like to copy special powers, it's gonna be kind of crazy. Mainly because what people are saying is that let's say you copy a stop click, it will be stop click like the whole dial. So
yeah, but they're going to have to copy that, and then they're going to have just. I don't know. I don't know if I see it as being as dangerous as. Like, I think it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good. If you copy, and it makes it useful. Makes it super useful. But like, okay, so she stops, and she starts with a 12 attack, but she's still only got like involved like 4 damage. Like I don't know. I think you can use her really well, but I don't think she's broken.
But if you copy something with the stop click, you're gonna have a stop click on every single click. That's what I'm saying.
So hit her once, twice, and then just ignore her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Or just bring Karima.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Karima, who's 75 points and can shoot her.
Or just kill her before she copies anything, right?
Yeah. So and it's If they change it to a standard power, then she'll probably become unusable. Well, not unusable, but she won't be heavily meta. But we're looking at a rogue that can be meta. She's probably going to be watch listed to see what happens. And things, yeah.
No, it's a trait. So if you it's a free action. So yeah, it's not a special power. So you can just copy anything from click 1.
That's fine. I think it's
the absorption token. Is she the only one that gives that token?
Yes.
Or is there another Venom out there? No, that's the only one. Okay.
Not that I know of. There's a few things about her. One is that she could choose a display, so she's got free choose display power that an adjacent character can, or a character with an absorption token can use. Venom Rogue can use the power until you choose again. So I guess it's one of those things like I could choose, say, Sky Tyrant Special, and run across and punch and that, and then move back to, say, my blob, and then, because I haven't chosen, because I chose the Sky Tyrant one last turn, I can now choose the blob thing. So I can see that can be like, so maybe it should be once per turn or something. I don't know. There's I think it probably needs tweaking. I like it though, not that it's not just the standard power, because if it's standard power we wouldn't be talking about it at all. So I think
but like, since it's a free, so choose a display power that Venom Rogue can use that until you choose again. So as you said, so let's say you choose Sky Tyrant, you do Sky Tyrant stuff, right? So next turn you can do Sky Tyrant stuff again and then pick a defensive power, like, because it's a free.
Yeah, but so yeah, and that's right. I don't see it as being as super broken as people sort of making it out to be. Really don't. I guess I err on the side of let's see how it plays out a bit first, and if it gets watch listed, fine. But I think
sure. No, just let it go, right, for the moment, because no one even played her, so.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how Bobby does, and again, we'll see what people come up with. Okay. I think that was all good. So you said beast number 6. Oh, did you say beast number 66 to chase Sorcerer's Supreme Beast?
I didn't say that, but who knows, right?
I think he could.
I would say it's pretty good.
Yep.
Just from looking here.
I think he's pretty good. That was pretty much it. I had the Wolverine number 100, just because I'm a Wolverine fan, and I think for 100 points, he's packing a fair bit there. Look, Captain America, he's just got a really long dial, and if you are looking for an Avengers swap, you could use him.
Oh yeah, he's interesting as well. Yeah,
it creates the Avengers swappy team. It gives just traded leadership. He has to stay on your team, but you can certainly brings Avengers into that swappingness, which is really good. But yeah, I think that's probably it. Thor, if you're looking at sculpts, and his sculpt looks pretty amazing. I haven't seen it in person, but from what I see online, it looks pretty amazing. And
13 attack, 6 damage with prob. Yes, please.
Yep. So I think
charge, running shot, and sidestep. So you're moving 14 at least.
Yeah, well, he's not right. He's not. Certainly. He's probably more in a fun type game. I reckon he's not competitive because he could go down pretty easily. I think.
Yeah,
he certainly could dish out some damage. Yeah. So, and then when you sort of look at his lower point value, like 100 points, it's okay. But yeah, so that would be my thinking on Empire. So
what about Norn Rad? Looking at him, he has a rally die for number 5 and 6.
Okay. I really have. Yep, he's got Cosmic Energy, Mystics, Prob, 75 points.
Or 150.
He's okay. Again, it's another good-looking sculpt.
Yep.
But I just sort of go, I'm not sure. I think there's better pieces out there instead of him if you're looking for something else.
I'd say I'd rather have Northern Rad than Deadpool. So
Yeah, I would say that definitely too. That Deadpool chase. He looks pretty. He looks okay, but if he gets hit, he just tanks quickly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
no,
Hmm.
yeah. So that would be my thinking. It depends. Again, it comes down to it. I managed to pull one of the Hulk's chases, and I was happy with that because I enjoyed the one from it was DSX all those years ago. To have another one in that sculpt of that War Hulk is really cool. And it's a really nice sculpt. Sentry also looks like a really nice sculpt, but not essential. But yeah, that was my thinking on that on this set.
Yeah, I'm happy with this as well.
And yes, I think
that Sentry flurry charge and do not have speed. That's pretty good. Can reduce penetrating damage, no matter what.
That's the thing that sets him apart is that he can reduce that penetrating damage. But look, if you're gonna, you probably wouldn't be playing at 150. Again, it just feels very vulnerable. And then if you play him at 50, if you've got Sky Tyrant, you're probably going to play him
That's
instead.
too short of a dial.
Yeah, and Sky Tyrant does a lot more still than that. So, but it could be, if you got him, he's got Avengers keyword, so he can be swapped in and out if needed. If it looks like it could be valuable.
Yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
Excellent. So yeah, I guess that's a quick. Well, I was going to say quick review. It probably wasn't. It was about 40 minutes or so review of the sets from this year.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I think I know what I'm going to try to come in on for stuff, which is good. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So we'll finish off there. So good luck with I guess, Chris, with the chase on those. Trying to track something down could be hard. And then getting into Australia could be even harder. But good luck.
Yeah. Thanks.
I hope it all goes well for you. Okay. So last week we looked at a couple questions from Malcolm Rush, and I was thinking we could continue on with that discussion this week with two more questions from Malcolm. You up for this, Raf? We started talking about it last week, and I thought we'd save it for this week.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so let's go. The first question he's got we'll go for this week is, what sets do you hope WizKids makes in 2022? So we know there's going to be the War on Realms, and we know there's going to be a Disney Plus set. But we have heard nothing about a DC set this coming year, or is there any other Marvel sets or ideas for sets that you'd be thinking of? And I am happy to start off if you would like.
You go, Ben.
Yeah, I'll go. So I had there's two thoughts on a DC set that I actually had two thoughts. One was wouldn't mind seeing a lantern set. And
Yes, that would be
War
nice.
of Light was a long time ago. They brought out those peices in Wonder Woman, which can use constructs and things like that. So it'd be good to have some more lanterns in modern. All the Earth lanterns and lanterns from the other cores as well. It'd be really good. So that was one thought I had. Other thought I had was I'd be good to see a death metal set for something that was a bit more outrageous. So that was with the Batman Who Laughs, who took and changed the whole DC universe around, and there'd be some really cool figures in that, like having the Robin King or have a Batmanosaurus Rex. And could have some really cool weapons like the Chainsaw of Truth, that one made out of an invisible jet, and yeah, I just think there'd be some really cool things that they could do with that. And we had a one-on-one set, and so maybe are we back for a Batman set? I'm not quite sure. Now we seem to go back to Batman. That was my thought for a DC sets. You guys got any thoughts with DC? Sorry,
That's a hard one because I
it is,
have not been following comics in the last 6 months.
and
So
that's cool.
What
Would you
about
be
let's see DC? What about like Supergirl
like
set?
another a super set, like with a super people set, or just a Supergirl set?
Yeah, super people in general can be that should be okay. Or maybe
isn't that just called heroclix?
no. So Supergirl, that's gonna be like specific Supergirl.
So
Okay,
you're talking Kryptonian, some sort of set, Superman set, Supergirl set.
Yes, or
Yeah,
Aquaman set. They could do specifically Aquaman, like everything from under the sea stuff,
yeah,
right? They can do it.
yep.
Okay, cool.
cool. Okay, would you be happy to see a lantern set?
Lantern set, definitely.
You
100%
would?
I want lantern stuff. More lantern. Because I never had the chance to play all those constructs. So I really want to see like the lantern stuff back.
Okay. What about Marvel? Any thoughts? We know that we've got 2 sets coming from Marvel. Any thoughts on what they could venture forward into the end of next year, or I guess later next year?
And just a quick one, can you imagine if they do legacy cards for the batteries? You know how cool it is.
Ooh, I don't know if they would do that, but that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
There's certainly some, well, like, and there's certainly maybe some more of the pieces that came out of that set. It'd be nice to see Despitalis back in modern, wouldn't it? For people who played against that little piece. Marvel sets. Any thoughts on a Marvel type set coming out this year that you'd like to see? Would it be a Doctor Strange kind of centric set? Maybe a cosmic set like a Guardians again?
No, there was a storyline that I'm trying to remember the name of it, where I think it's Acts of Vengeance. Can't remember for a Marvel set.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah,
where the supervillains got together and figured they'd throw someone like Tiger Shark against Wolverine, or there was some just weird not team ups but battles.
So, you know what, Chris? I actually had that on my. That was one of the things I wrote down. Acts of Vengeance set. So it's a villain-centric set where, because it was Loki, where he wasn't. They didn't know it was Loki, but Loki got together Red Skull, Kingpin, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Mandarin, the Wizard, all together, and they sort of attacked each other's attacked each other's enemies rather than was so saying, well, Doom, you've always gone up against the Fantastic Four. Why don't you go up against the Avengers and see how you go? And yeah, so that would be really cool because we get a lot of. I would like to see some more villain love. I was looking at them and going, well, we get a fair few villains, but I'd like to see some more powerful villains in heroclix to play. That would be cool.
Yeah, like seeing a Magneto versus Spider-Man, or what are some of the other ones in here? Or Juggernaut versus the. I don't think it was New Mutants. It had Speedball and.
I did New Warriors.
New Warriors. That's the one. Yeah.
So yeah, it's certainly a classic series now. But yeah, that would be really cool. I would get be able to see things like Wrecking Crew and Masters of Evil and Hydra and probably some more AIM people, and there'd be I would like to see a villain set.
What about something different? Like the WandaVision that they never did. Can they do something different? Let's say The Witcher, for example.
Yeah, well, I guess, and that's.
Are you talking indie? You're talking indie sets, aren't you?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Do you think that WizKids would venture out into indie sets next year?
But isn't everything Marvel? Like, isn't like The Witcher Marvel?
No, it's not Marvel.
No,
it's a game company. like a video game company.
No, but there's like a movie and stuff, right?
Yeah,
but that's
TV
not.
series on Netflix. It's not Marvel.
Okay. Okay.
I've just finished that series. It's so good, but it's not anything. Didn't they do like a Savage Avengers with Conan and Wolverine, a couple others? That'd be a cool set to do.
That'd be pretty cool to have a Conan Barbarian.
Yeah,
in
they
modern
should do.
graphics.
Yeah, they should do more of these like indie sets, of course. Like,
Yeah,
So
so
cool.
like, you know, my eternal wait
just-
for WWE Wave 2.
yeah, Lord of the Rings stuff again.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, I'd have to do that again. I don't know. And is Lord of the Rings popular enough now to,
Okay, I see.
you know?
I would say no. They are coming out with a new series, I think, for Lord of the Rings, but yeah, I don't think there's enough groundswell for it.
Well, yeah, if I was to put anything towards indie minds, so please get out that next wave of WWE heroclix, because the ones that we've got now will be rotated out before these ones actually get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go out and say a Secret Wars, like I'm talking the original Secret Wars, where Doom had cosmic power and stuff, and not the new Secret Wars. What was the name of that set that we had? Secret Wars Battle World? Because I think that wrecked. That had some good pieces, but it didn't hold up well, I don't think. Having too many weird things in it, like Kristar or Borthor. Like, really? Man-Thing Commander? It's like there's just too many weird things. I gotta say that seeing the new sets that come out, it's actually a little more streamlined, a little bit bigger names, and it just seems a little nicer sculpts, that's for sure, from back then. So, I think, yeah.
A Secret Wars set, a really focused Secret Wars set would be really cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And I guess we've sort of spoken about the second question to that was, which characters would you wish to be in those sets? And I think we've probably said a fair few of things like villain sets, and so I think we've probably covered that one as well. Cool. I reckon we could probably leave it at that today, just because we're getting on now, probably an hour and a half, so probably keep moving forward. So yeah, thank you, Malcolm, for your questions. Always appreciate them, and I always enjoy the thinking that I get to put into it. And Chris, you're right on the money. I had Acts of Vengeance, so that was one thing I had written down. So more villains in 2022 would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to share. Raph always might have something random at the end. He went random at the start.
Yes. The randomness was in the start.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Good.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to do another random stuff, so I'll just leave as it is.
You're at one a show. That's it.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, well, it's been a pleasure again. I've really enjoyed talking through. Made me think about some things I might have to go track down as well from pieces that I haven't got. So that was a great discussion. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great break as you head into your Christmas break, and enjoy. And yeah, we'll finish off for today. So you're welcome to follow us on our social media. We have a Facebook page where you can follow us at Clix on the Barbie. We have Twitter where you can find us Clix on the Barbie or at Barbie Clix. And yeah, feel free to follow us there. Check us out on YouTube. Leave a comment if you feel the urge. And thanks for listening. So as we bring another episode to a close and turn off the Barbie, we'd like to thank you for tuning into the show. Have a great week, and remember, I've actually forgot, Chris, you probably have a quote. I've got to go back
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, sorry, I apologize. Yeah. So Chris, you got a quote for us for this week?
Yes. From the greatest hockey player around, Wayne Gretzky. It's when you win, say nothing. When you lose, say less. So that means just don't be a sore loser, pretty much.
No, I like
Raph,
it.
take that advice.
Yeah. Let's see who will smile last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do look forward to hearing the result from your game. I may actually have to look in on it if I know when you guys are playing. Okay, so let's take 2 on that. So as we bring another episode to a close and turn off the Barbie, we would like to thank you for tuning into the show. Have a great week, and remember that even a poor plan is better than no plan at all. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Keep your
Bye.
6 on the ice.
Bye, Turtle Chris.